Hello, welcome to our concert, our C3LA concert.
Hello,
Fridge
welcome
Magnet
to
number
our
two.
concert,
our C3LA concert.
Hello,
David
Fridge
Saunder.
Magnet
I'm
number
our
two.
concert, our C3LA concert.
Hello,
David
Fridge
Saunder.
Magnet
I'm
number
our
two.
concert, our C3LA concert.
Hello,
David
Fridge
Saunder.
Magnet.
Let's try that one more time. Apparently, if you have YouTube up, Max going, OBS, everything, it just becomes a big noodle of sound. So let's say that was our first composition. I'm just kidding. But welcome to our concert. This is C3LA's second internet concert, Fridge Magnet number 2. If you didn't get a chance to watch the first one, don't worry, it's still on YouTube on our channel. We have been building nonstop since then, and we have some pretty exciting things for you. So just some business sort of deals right now. This is on YouTube Live, and we'll be putting it on YouTube later, but we are not charging attendance for any of this. We're welcoming everyone to come here, and we know that finances might be kind of tough. But if you have any resources and you like what we're doing and you like us, or you just want to give us some money maybe and write some taxes off, we are more than glad to accept donations. I will be putting up a link right now to that on the chat. I'm also monitoring the chat, so you know who to blame. And any donations that come in are going to be given, half of our donations are going to be given to, and I have a very specific list. There is the Women's Center for Creative Work. I'm going to check my little teleprompter. Where else? And I think we are also splitting donations with Black Lives Matter in Los Angeles. I will get a more specific list and put it up if there were more specific ones. I have been frantically running around. Okay, so after the last concert, we got some feedback. One of them being, what the hell did I just watch? And so my intent right now is to give you a little insight into what is actually happening behind the scenes, what's working, what isn't working, what should be working, and hopefully in that case you'll be a little more wowed by what we're doing as an ensemble right now. Right, so just to start things off, we have this internet concert initiative. And our goal is really, how do we make music as a choral ensemble during COVID, during stay at home and shelter in place and all the crazy that happens every day. And this is one of our solutions, right? Maybe if we make a really fancy sampler that can trigger sound and visuals and video, people will like it. And it seems like everyone is enjoying it. So I'm here to explain to you how this works. So, unlike last time, we have 4 Polaroids. You'll see them right over here. And this time around, we are triggering video as successfully as we can. And so, like if I push, let me make sure this is set up, this button right here, you will see this handsome man
C3LA, C3LA,
right?
C3LA, 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 C3LA.
And in that way, you might enjoy watching, and listening to this concert, and maybe feel a little more excited about the content, right? And it doesn't have to just be these 2, right? Well, let's trigger those 2, but let's see what happens if we do more.
C3LA,
right? And maybe I'll push another button.
Concert,
There's more.
concert.
Don't forget the last one.
Concert.
And so that's a little demo of just the very basics. But all our ensemble has essentially created a giant word bank, has created videos to accompany it, has created audio and compositions for each word, and by some miracle, we have collected it all and made a performance with it. Oh, and not to mention, I'm not the only one performing. So now we're juggling 3, we call ourselves operators, but 3 people at 3 different computers Zoom, or well, let's not Zoom actually, we're all just hopping on this YouTube live medium. It's a lot, but we hope that you guys enjoy. In the program, which is on YouTube in the description, we said that Team 1 is going to go first. We have last minute switched it so that Team 3's composition is going to come first, and our composers are listed there. I am not going to open the link because then I'm going to get a feedback loop, but feel free to be down there. One last important thing is be sure to have your phone. I would almost want to say this is best watched streamed to a TV, on your screen, because with your phone, you as audience members can submit, and most of our concert we're hoping is actually compositions of your creation, making sentences from our word banks, right? So we have a bunch of word banks, and now look at this, down there you're gonna see this amazing thing called a, boom, QR code. And with your phone, if you want at this moment, you can take it, I've tested it with most phones, and you open your camera settings, right? You point it at that QR code right there, and a link will pop up, and it'll take you directly to a Google Forms. And that Google Forms will have 3 different lists with most of the same words, and you can go ahead and create 3 sentences, 1 for each. Those will be routed to the 3 teams, and they will be triggered, selected randomly, and we'll see what your sentences sound like for the second part of each composition. With that in mind, your 10 minutes has started. I'm gonna keep talking, ignore me, start writing sentences. You also have the option to write a second set of sentences if you are that inspired. You know, maybe you are a super poet and you want to do that. Go for it. At the end of the list, or at the end of the form, it'll say, hey, submit another response. Go ahead and write 3 more. We are more than glad to have as many sentences as you want. We have built in a randomized triggers, so if there's 93 submissions, you're welcome to, you know, our thing will randomize, maybe it'll pick 53 first, and then submission 12. It will be that. And with that in mind, I will play some very pleasant music, sort of style music. And you're really going to enjoy these 9 minutes of peaceful, wonderfully consonant sounds. Yep, I'm looking right through the camera. I can see that you have your phones open, that you are submitting. The dulcet tones. What you're listening to right now is a composition that was put together by one of our composers, Saunder Choi. He's in the description too. And I am just going to trigger some words, right?
C3LA,
Those go together.
C3LA, 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 concert, 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 C3LA, I know you are submitting through your cell phone. Ignore the tape. Ooh, it's getting mysterious. You have about 7 minutes to submit.
That is a QR code right over there. Point your camera at the QR code. I'm gonna check in on how many submissions we have. I see 9999. I'm gonna sing wonderful names like Schwartzy notes. I see you, Schwartzy notes. Rolling in. 5 minutes. Now my videos are a little disembodied. Don't worry, everyone else's videos we've been working real hard to get them real tight. They're gonna be way more in sync than mine. I just wanted to make a demo to show you what's happening behind the scenes. 4 minutes. Please enjoy this ASMR provided by C3LA. I hope you enjoy submitting your poems to us. We are going to really enjoy performing your work. That's my jam! 3.5 minutes! You now have 3 minutes. This is my middle school teacher voice. Right about now, I would probably be at submission number 3. If you're not, speed up. If you finished, chill out and enjoy some more dulcet. Let's slow it I hope you enjoy this meditative moment. I'm sure our operators are super excited. They're wondering how they're going to one up this amazingly deep composition. Two minutes. Everything is working. Let's get back to
concert, 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 C3LA, C3LA.
So, 1.5 minutes is left. At this point, no one has texted me saying anything is broken, so we are straight ahead. I'm going to give you a little heads up, and I'm going to clear this, about what to expect today, right? So the way this is going to run is we have 3 compositions, and each composition is accompanied by a jam session following it with a sentence that you wrote, right? So you wrote 3 sentences, one goes to group 1, one goes to group 2, one goes to group 3. They have these massive lists and they will play. In between you will see title placards and transition placards. The best way we have figured out of maybe getting us to switch over to different people on YouTube is to stop streaming for a hot second. Now, you will see a little circle kind of going around the center of the screen in between pieces. Don't freak out. We know that's happening. Stay on. We put a title placard that says, hey, we'll be right back. And that is us switching off to the next person. So in 23 seconds, you'll see it happen. Don't freak out. I think Marcus Carline is going to come back. He's going to be operating Group 3's composition, and because we switched orders, so if you're here late, Group 3 is going first, and then he will switch to Molly Pease. You'll see that little thing. Molly will come up, she'll perform, and then Group 1 will finish it off. And if Mark is feeling inspired, he will give you a farewell message. If not, we'll put on the title placard that started this concert, and you'll know it's over. And we are so grateful that you're here with us. I guess I've been your MC, and I hope you enjoy our concert.
hello. Real quick, I'm struggling a little bit with the word list, but I will fix that. But for now, we're going to move on to the second piece.
Absorb. Silence. Witness. Our love Do you hear my
There's one more word. Here we go.
Open. 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 Absorb.
In.
Silence.
Is.
Quiet. Cry. I. Love. Open. 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 Absorb.
Inside.
Human.
Is.
Sense.
Two.
Absorb. I witness silence. But a cry. Absorb. Now I love.
All right. For the sake of keeping things moving, so working on getting our group 3 audience compositions going, but this will be group 1 with Surviving Group.
Exhausted. Exhausted.
Zero.
Languid spread.
Quickly, quickly, quickly.
Protect. Protection. Angry, angry.
All right, everybody. I think that unfortunately does it for us today. Unexpected problems with how interesting the kinds of things that we're doing. So I'm sorry that we didn't get to a lot of your word submissions. They all looked good. I can see them in the file. I can see that you've submitted them. I just can't get the program to read them. But thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to be doing more things, maybe not exactly this, but we're going to be doing things in this vein in the future. So if you haven't already, join our mailing list. And we've got an Instagram, we've got a Facebook page, we've got a donation link somewhere, if you are so inclined and so able. But that is the end of the program. Thank you so much for coming, and be kind to yourselves. Bye, everybody.